Welcome to my channel, and this channel was created to empower you with the skills about the basics of managing money. Have you ever had a friend who is filthy rich? They have the money, but you find that they are so stingy in spending their money. People who do manage money fear losing it, and therefore they do not spend their money anyhow or without a plan. Today we're going to look at using the phones or our habits of using the phones and how you can be able to save by using your phones in different ways. My name is Jane N. Hughes and I am the author and publisher of The Basics of Managing Money. Keep it simple to build savings.
Here we go.
Money, money, making crap for money. Money, and money, money, making crap for money. Money, yeah. 让他们都在说有钱才能做自我，掉入。
Nowadays, you cannot do without having a phone because it has become part and parcel of our needs. It is where we do our transactions. It's where we get our work from. It's where we do a lot of communication with. And therefore, we are able to have phones all the time. However, there is this habit that if any phone is coming in the market, you are the first person to go for it, even when you have no plan or no budget for that phone. Just because one big company is producing a new phone, then you decide or you think that you are worth having that new gadget. If you are on a budget or you're managing your money, you can still have a phone, but the phone doesn't have to be the latest version. It can be a good working phone and probably with a good camera because that's what you use nowadays, but still make sure that you can be able to save money rather than spend $2,000 on a phone and within another 2 years, that phone will be out of the market. So one way of saving on the phones is to buy a phone which is relatively still good, but not that you have to be going with the fashion every year a new phone comes into place.
My cell phone rings, I already know it's money. Stacking up the green, yeah, it's getting kind of funny.
So another area where you can be able to save your money using your phone is looking at the plans. Every organization and companies which offer internet or telephone services have different types of plans. Therefore, it is important you do your own research and compare whether buying a new phone is better than going into a plan. And saying buying a new phone, it means that you have to save that money first, because going into a plan, it means that you're putting yourself into a debt. And it becomes addicting because every time a phone gets outdated, the company will still come back to you and they will entice you into signing up a new plan. And because you want a new gadget and you do think that this money is not adding up, then you get hooked up to it. So it is an area where you can consider, do comparison, and then make your own decision.
Yikes, this shit's hot for me, but literally it's my cup of tea, so...
And the last part, where you'll be able to save money with your phone, is by traveling. If you travel out of the country, you do not use the network. A lot of people have been caught up taking their SIM card into the other country and adopting the network they get through their SIM card. And eventually, when they come back to their country, they find that they have such a big bill to settle. I have a friend who experienced a $3,000 bill, which she did not expect, and the companies do not tell you these things. Therefore, before you travel, do your research and see whether if you go in that country and use the same network, how much money is it going to cost you? And if it is too much, then there are other alternatives which I'm going to talk about next. One of the things which you can be able to minimize using money or incurring big debts through your phone when you are overseas is to be able to acquire a local SIM card when you are in that country. The reason is the amount of money you're going to be charged will just be local. So it is not going to attract these roaming charges or anything like that. Another thing is, if you really want to call people overseas, there is a voice over internet protocol networks which offers services so that you can be able to make phone calls through those networks. However, you must be connected to the internet to enable you to send or call messages or call your friends or relatives. And if you need a SIM card, that is the best way to go. And when you finish with it and you travel, you just leave your SIM card there and you go back home. And that way you have saved your money. Having covered how you can save money using your phone, my question is, have you been caught in one of the things we've discussed about today? If so, then you know how to go about it and you can be able to rectify and be able to save some money here and there. And that is the basics of managing money. Please like, follow, and subscribe, and write comments down there so that I know whether these videos are helping you in one way or the other. And see you in my next video.